Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ala, and today I wanted to do an all matte look with kind of a glow from within. And I wanted to start with, as usual, I've been just going through this Glossier priming moisturizer. Just wanted to do like a fun, kind of an overall sort of a brownie look. And also, if you guys have any suggestions that you'd want me to try out different looks for olive skin tones, then please do suggest anytime, because I would love to try out any of your ideas as well. For foundation, I'm using the Oatmilk foundation by Perez. This is just a really creamy, I mean, it's kind of like lotion. It's very easy to use. It's hydrating, lightweight on the skin, very skincare based, same as the concealer, which is why I love using it kind of on a day-to-day. And when I do go somewhere out and about, I may use a longer lasting foundation. This is just one that I would trust for everyday errands, running here and there. This one's really nice for an everyday lightweight foundation slash moisturizer type. It's not a moisturizer, it is a foundation, but kind of has that quality about it that's really, really nice and hydrating. This is my second tube of it. So is the concealer. It's my second little pot. All right, so that is the base. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna do the highlighter on top for it to be like visible. So I'm just gonna use the Lisa Eldridge highlighter. See, this is where I was mentioning that it's more yellow undertoned. So if I were to buy another one, because I really like this formula, then I would go with an even lighter shade, because the yellow does pull pretty strong. So I'm just gonna buff that in, just kind of make it disappear into the foundation. Doing just tapping motions because I don't want the foundation to break apart underneath at all. So yeah, this month I've been focused on using a palette every day so that I can go through my palettes, because I love eyeshadow palettes, and that's what I want to sort of focus on this month as like a holiday theme. So this is the powder I'm using. I'm just gonna set everything. This is such a lightweight powder that you don't even have to be shy or conservative of like how much you're using, because it really does not feel thick or cakey. And see, the glow is still showing through this powder, which is really nice. And that's kind of what I want, is like a matte but still a little bit glowy, so it's not flat matte. For a little bit of a fuller coverage for under the eye, I'm just gonna go in with this Young Blood pressed foundation. This is a mineral foundation. Want it to look a little more matte and not as dewy under the eyes, so that all my circles show up. The puffiness. I realized I didn't even use concealer today, so I might just skip it with that pressed foundation doing enough concealing under the eyes. I might just leave it at that. I will use this brow pencil just to fill in the brows now. This is the Nature Republic Korean brand that I've been using for most of my videos. I'm just kind of curious, like how many times I use a pencil, like when I will finally run out of it, because I've had this pencil for a while, but I've had two, so that's where it's kind of harder to tell how much I've used of it, because I've had two ongoing, like running brow pencils. So it's a little harder to tell, to gauge how long it takes to run through one brow pencil, especially with the thickness of like I'll show you, it's pretty thick. So there's a lot of product in there, so it takes a while to get through it. Do a little bit of contour. And for bronzer, I'll use this Han Skincare Cosmetics, and it's just another cool toned. I wanted to keep it a little bit on the cool brown look today. This is a really nice neutral cool color. And I love how small this compact is. I mean, it's so nice to just actually carry it around with you and it's not taking up your entire bag like every other bronzer does. Although my Lancome one is pretty thin too, so I really love that one. There, so that's all set. For blush, I was gonna use this Pixie by Petra, and this is BeachRose. It's a really pretty, kind of a matte, rosy brown. And it's turning out really nice, or even without like a highlight, which I love highlighters a lot. I always use highlighters. This is nice because it still has that glowy sheen, but without a highlighter, because I know not everybody likes highlighter, and on different face shapes not everybody prefers it to highlight like their cheek, but so that's why I wanted to kind of create a matte look for, you know, hopefully different face shapes, because I know I like to cater towards olive skin tone, but kind of being mindful of different face shapes is also nice sometimes to be aware and helpful in that area too, as I can. Just kind of buffing out the whatever foundation was creasing there. So I will do my lips first, and then I'll do the eyeshadow, which is kind of what I tend to do. So this is the Lisa Eldridge lip liner in Sorcery. So funny when the lip liners are too they're too creamy, and then the points are too pointy, and you're like trying to get a perfect line and it just goes all over the place. I mean, there's no winning. So the lipstick I'm going to use today to continue with the matte look is Alpine by Hourglass. Doing kind of a neutral nude look today. And the eyeshadow is by SM Cosmetics Divine Skies eyeshadow palette in Da Vinci. The first color I will dip into is this sort of a warmer mustard color. I'm just going to put it all over the lid. I'm gonna go with the same color under on the bottom lash line. Next color I'm gonna use is maybe this chocolatey brown right there. I guess that one's more chocolatey, but this one's just a little more reddish brown. Fluffy brush. Just like that. Okay, then just blend it out again. For eyeliner, I'm just going to use the darkest brown in here, which I love to do that with eyeshadow palettes. I love to do a wing liner with them. And for me, it doesn't really matter how thick they go. I like that shadow on the lash line. Okay. Then I'll just bring that dark kind of the bottom outer line to define the lashes a little bit. Kind of creates a more open and bigger eye shape. And I think I might add a little bit of this cream in the inner line here, the waterline, just to kind of have a little bit of a more awake eye look. Yeah, and I don't like to tightline my upper lash line because I feel like it kind of creates this sort of lower, I don't know, it's like a lower, more closed eye look when people add the dark eyeliner under the top lash line. So I've definitely not been a fan of that like fad that's been going around, but we'll keep the eyes as is. And I'm just gonna curl the eyelashes really quick. This is my Shiseido lash curler. I like this one for my eye shape because my eyes are a little bit wider and flatter, so it doesn't like curve around like an eye that is not curvy. This is a flatter eyelash curler. I feel like it'd be really nice. It would work perfectly for Asian eyes too. Yeah, this is a really, really nice mascara. I've really been liking it. And my favorite part of mascaras, again, it's kind of opposite to what people are saying, but I love it when it's all like wet at the beginning, because then I feel like all the lashes, they get coated, and yeah, it might be a little bit messy at first, and you kind of have to do a little bit more of a cleanup job if it gets like on your lid, which oftentimes it gets on my lid. But I mean, it just dries and then you swipe it away, so it's not that big of a problem for me. But I like when it's nice and wet, not like a dried out mascara like most people like. See, that just has a really pretty kind of a natural mascara, natural eyelash look. It's really, really nice. And then I will just spray my face with this. There's just like a drop left, I feel like. Maybe there's one more use, and then it'll go into my empties bin. This is my all matte makeup look today. I hope you enjoyed it. I love that it's kind of a neutral, not overpowering in any one area. The lipstick has a little bit of a shine to it, but it's not supposed to be like a high shine gloss, but it's just a moisturizing, very comfortable lipstick by Hourglass. And I love the M Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. Those colors always look really, really nice. Just an everyday neutrals palette. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoy making these videos for you guys. And let me know if you guys have any video ideas that you would want me to try out for olive skin tones, and I would be glad to put them together. Thanks so much for watching, for liking my videos, and for subscribing. It means so much to me that my little tiny channel is growing. I really appreciate all the comments and the conversation, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.